Ever looked at an old t-shirt and thought, this could use a little magic? Well, today we're turning that dull white into something dazzling, using only what nature gives us. Forget harsh chemicals. We're diving into the beautiful world of natural dyeing. First, let's prep our fabric. A quick soak in a simple mordant solution helps the color grab on and stay vibrant. While that's happening, let's get our dye bath ready. Today, I'm using avocado pits for a gorgeous dusty pink. Now for the fun part, the technique. I'm going for a classic shibori fold to create some beautiful patterns. We'll bind it up tight and into the dye bath it goes. Just look at this incredible transformation. From a plain old shirt to a one-of-a-kind designer piece. Isn't that amazing? If you love this, hit that subscribe button for more creative transformations. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the magical world of natural dyeing to breathe new life into those old clothes you have tucked away in your closet. You know the ones I'm talking about? That faded t-shirt you can't bear to part with, or those white linen pants that have seen better days. We're going to transform them from dull to dazzling using nothing but the power of nature. It's sustainable, it's creative, and the results are absolutely stunning. So, grab a cup of tea and let's get started on this colorful journey together. First things first, let's talk about prep. This is the most important step to ensure your colors are vibrant and long-lasting. You can't just throw your clothes into a dye bath and hope for the best. We need to prepare the fabric to accept the dye. This process is called mordanting. Think of it as a primer for your fabric. For plant-based fibers like cotton, linen, and hemp, we'll be using a simple mixture of soda ash. For protein fibers like wool or silk, a combination of alum and cream of Tata works wonders. Here's what you'll need. Your fabric, a large non-reactive pot, stainless steel or enamel is perfect, your mordant of choice, and some water. A quick safety note, always work in a well-ventilated area, especially when using these powders. First, weigh your dry fabric. A good rule of thumb for cotton is to use about 15% soda ash to the weight of your fabric. So, for a 200-gram t-shirt, you'd need about 30 grams of soda ash. Dissolve the soda ash in some hot water first, then add it to your pot filled with enough cool water to allow the fabric to move freely. Add your wet fabric, bring it slowly to a simmer, and let it gently bubble away for about an hour. After an hour, turn off the heat, let it cool, and then you can rinse it out. Your fabric is now ready and thirsty for color. Now for the most exciting part, creating the dye bath. This is where nature truly shows off. Today, I'm going to show you how to create 3 beautiful colors from things you might already have in your kitchen or garden. We'll be using onion skins for a gorgeous golden orange, avocado pits and skins for a lovely dusty pink, and black tea for a classic earthy tan. The process is pretty much the same for all of them. You take your dye material, let's start with these yellow onion skins, and place them in a pot. Cover them with water, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer for at least an hour. The longer you let it simmer, the more concentrated your color will be. You can even let it sit overnight for a really deep hue. Once you're happy with the color of your dye bath, you just strain out the plant material using a cheesecloth or a fine mesh sieve. And just like that, you have a beautiful, all-natural dye ready to go. Look at that rich, golden liquid. Let's do the same with our avocado pits and skins. Make sure you wash them well to remove any leftover fruit. I've been saving these for a few weeks. Just like with the onions, we'll put them in a pot, cover them with water, and simmer for an hour or 2. You'll be amazed as the water slowly transforms into this incredible blush pink. It's one of my absolute favorite natural dyes. And finally, for our tan color, we'll use simple black tea bags. This is probably the easiest one of all. Just steep a handful of tea bags in hot water until you get a color you like. It's that simple. Now we have 3 distinct, beautiful dye baths ready for our fabrics. It's time to get creative with some techniques. First up, classic immersion dyeing. This is the simplest method and it's perfect for achieving a solid, even color. I'm going to take this pre-mordanted white linen shirt and dye it in our avocado pit bath. All you do is submerge the wet fabric completely into the dye pot. Make sure it's not bunched up, so the dye can reach every part of the shirt. Gently heat the dye bath with the fabric in it for about an hour, keeping it just below a simmer. Don't let it boil, as that can sometimes result in patchy color. After an hour, you can turn off the heat and let it sit. For a lighter shade, you can pull it out after a few hours. For a deeper, richer color, I love to leave it overnight. The patience really pays off, I promise. Next, let's explore the beautiful patterns of tie-dye. Natural dyeing lends itself so well to these organic-looking designs. I've got a plain cotton tote bag here that's begging for a makeover. I'm going to do a simple spiral pattern. Pinch the center of the bag and start twisting it until the whole thing is in a tight, circular bundle. Then secure it with a few rubber bands to hold the shape. You can experiment with all sorts of folds and ties. Accordion folds, bullseye patterns, you name it. The tighter you bind it, the more white space will be preserved. I'm going to pop this little bundle into our vibrant onion skin dye bath. Just like before, we'll simmer it for an hour and then let it soak to absorb all that gorgeous golden color. The reveal is the best part. And for our final technique, we're going to try a simple form of shibori. Shibori is a Japanese dyeing technique that involves folding, twisting, and binding fabric to create incredible geometric patterns. We're going to do a simple itajimi style. I'll take this old cotton scarf and fold it like an accordion, first one way and then the other, to create a neat square stack. Then I'll sandwich the fabric square between two pieces of cardboard, or wood blocks if you have them, and clamp them tightly together with rubber bands or string. The pressure from the blocks will resist the dye. This bundle is going into our black tea dye bath. This technique creates amazing grid-like patterns with a bit more structure for the color, and always gives such sophisticated results. Okay, all our projects are now steeping in their respective dye baths. We'll let them soak for a few hours or even overnight to develop these beautiful colors. Alright, the moment of truth has arrived. It's time to reveal our transformations. This is my absolute favorite part of the process. First up, our immersion dyed linen shirt from the avocado bath. I left this one to soak overnight. I've rinsed it until the water runs clear, and just look at this. From a plain, boring white shirt to this stunning, soft, dusty rose. The color is so even and beautiful. It feels completely new, with so much character. I can't wait to wear this. Next, let's unwrap our onion skin tie-dyed tote bag. Remember how we twisted it into a spiral? Let's carefully cut off the rubber bands and see what's hiding inside. Wow! Look at that incredible sunburst pattern. The rich, warm orange from the onion skins contrasts so beautifully with the white lines. Each piece you do like this will be completely unique. This boring old tote is now a vibrant, one-of-a-kind accessory. It just goes to show you don't need synthetic dyes to get truly brilliant results. And finally, our shibori scarf from the black tea dye. Let's take off the clamps and cardboard and unfold it. Oh, this is so good! Look at the gorgeous window pane pattern we've created. The crisp white lines against that lovely earthy tan color are so elegant. It's turned a simple scarf into a piece of wearable art. I'm so thrilled with how this one turned out. The structure of the shibori fold combined with the gentle color of the tea is just perfect. So there you have it. 3 old, forgotten items given a complete second life with just a few simple kitchen ingredients and a little bit of creativity. We've turned a plain shirt, a boring tote, and an old scarf into beautiful, unique pieces that you feel proud to wear. Natural dyeing is such a rewarding and timely fact. It connects us to nature and encourages us to see the potential in things that might otherwise go away. I hope this has inspired you to look at your own closet and see what you can do. Don't be afraid to experiment with other natural ingredients. Red cabbage, the possibilities are endless. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and getting creative. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel out. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next creative adventure. I'd love to see your natural dyeing project, so feel free to tag me on social media. Happy dyeing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!